Let's talk about Thor Ragnarok. I wasn't too excited for this movie since the first two Thor movies I didn't really dig that much. They were fine films in their own right, they were just kinda boring for Marvel movies. I'm sure if you're into Norse mythology, you're probably like really into it, but me, not really. What Thor Ragnarok does different is a couple of things. First of all, it doesn't really take itself too seriously. Instead of trying to be this big Shakespearean epic, it's being more of a sort of like weird fantasy comedy. And the story of Thor Ragnarok goes into a lot of the cosmic stuff in the Marvel Universe, which I find really fascinating. The basic premise is that Thor's sister, Hela, comes to conquer Asgard. She destroys his hammer and then pushes him out of the weird Bifrost portal thing. And Thor finds himself on a place called Sakaar, which is just this place where a bunch of random junk just falls on it. It's like a junk planet. And there is a character called the Grand Master that rules over everything because he's like the most rich, I guess. And he was like the first one there. And he's played by Jeff Goldblum, and he's great. And I love Jeff Goldblum. He started sort of this gladiator type thing where a bunch of these different races fight each other. And he has a grand champion who is the Hulk, which that's not really a spoiler because that was in the first trailer. Part of me is kind of bummed that they didn't keep that a secret because I think that if that was a secret, that would have been amazing in the theater just to hear the audience reaction. Though there is another Marvel character that shows up that I did not expect to see, so that was nice. Though I guess I should have guessed it by the ending of one of the other Marvel films. I'm not going to say what it is though. It seems like in this film they're having a lot more fun with the fantasy sci-fi aspect of Marvel, and melding those two worlds into this crazy adventure. I might actually say I like this better than Guardians of the Galaxy 2 from earlier this year. And while I do like both films, I think this one was structured a bit better. Some people may feel a bit turned off by how much humor is in this film, but to me, I was just laughing pretty hard at everything they were referencing from past films and like past encounters that the characters have had, and it was just really fun to see it with an audience as well. I think the only time the humor bothered me a bit is that when they were going with a serious moment, it was immediately followed by a joke. Sometimes serious moments just need to be serious moments, and I feel like sometimes that the film doesn't really do that. It does it like once, but the next time it does it, it follows it with a joke. But overall, I did enjoy the film, and I enjoyed the visual style of it a lot more than the other two Thor films. It just wasn't as drab as those, and even the dialogue wasn't as drab. The dialogue was actually really fantastic in this. That may be because they're going for more of a comedy than a serious, like, drama type thing, and they actually kind of make fun of that in the beginning with a sort of theater gag. So yeah, Thor Ragnarok was pretty great, and actually might be above Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Spider-Man as my favorite Marvel film of this year. So if you've seen Thor Ragnarok, tell me down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to take